Yesterday's price is not today's price.
And you better know that. What's going on, good people, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another reaction video, and today we're going to be looking at another amazing Lucas video where he's looking at Tim Pool, how Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes teamed up to try to take down Candace, and they apparently failed miserably at it. Now, for me, one thing that I've been seeing a lot of people that I actually respect, you know, a lot of people on this tube of you, right? Where they've been, you know, kind of saying that Candace has failed and her audience is going against her and all this jazz, right? And I haven't really seen that. I mean, her numbers are still pretty high from what I've seen. So, you know, and people are just trying to take down Candace and everything. Nah, man. Now, yes, I made a video talking about how I was a little, you know, how my first impression of her post Erica Kirk meeting, and how I kind of felt that her energy was a little off. But then I ended up going the next day, kind of letting some time go by, and then re-looking at it, and then you know, really coming to the conclusion of no, she still seemed pretty solid. So you can also check out that video on my channel as well. But anyway, let's jump into the video and see what Lucas got to say. And please remember, if you like this video, hit the like button, give me a subscribe. It will really help out the channel. And also comment down below.
Oh my goodness. So let me just start by saying, for every shirt sold, one of these shirts, this is, you know, famous last words talking about black people. For every shirt sold.
You know, that is a crazy last quote to have, you know, right before Charlie got Kirk. I mean, got Kirk. Right before Charlie got, before Charlie got murked. You know, that was the last thing he said. He was asked about gun violence. Hey, are we counting or not counting gang violence? Then pow, right in the kisser, right? Nah, that's hilarious.
A portion of the proceeds will be going to support Turning Point USA. That's correct. Now, the only stipulation is Charlie Kirk has to pick up the money himself. Bruh, Lord in heaven. It really goes to show that everything that I've said about white conservative ignorance is true, because they have sent out the full force, okay, the full right-wing force to attack one black chick, okay, to attack Candace Owens. You're telling me that they don't have anyone on payroll, no one on payroll that can take out Candace Owens, figuratively speaking, of course.
Right.
You're telling me you don't have anyone? I've seen Tim Pool. They've gotten Liz Wheeler. They've gotten Jack Posobiec. They've gotten Alex Jones. They've gotten Nick Fuentes. I mean, the list goes.
Yeah, none of them. I mean, Candace is. I mean, this is a great example of like how, like, just going against the grain, just going against your own grain, right? Like. Oh, just really the power of that Candace has garnered over the past, I would say the past 2 years, since the whole genocide and, you know, started in Gaza and everything. Definitely, I mean, Candace has been on it, and you know, I think going independent was the best thing for her.
Of people who are constantly trying to attack Candace Owens. It's gotten so far where she's even saying that, hey, a lot of the comments are bots. And I would very much agree.
A military-grade psychological operation, complete with influencers and botted activity on social media. We're so let down. It's over. I'm never watching the show ever again. Candace took money. The people can see what you're doing, feds.
Wow.
Listen, I will say I am no fan of Candace Owens. Y'all know that.
Right.
I know that. I'm no fan of TPUSA. Y'all know that. I know that. I'm looking for mutual destruction. All right. If TPUSA gets destroyed and Candace gets destroyed and Charlie Kirk's not here, bro, that would be, I would believe Santa's real. All right. That's what I would believe, because that would be an amazing Christmas present. Damn. I think the conspiracy theories are amazing. I think them fumbling, damage control on Candace Owens is amazing. I think her erection, her origin story, and how she has been jujitsu trained by the same companies, by the same people that are now attacking her is just poetic justice. So I hope it all explodes. Just so we're clear. I don't want people to think, oh, Lucas, you like Candace? No. That's not what's going on here. That being said, they are fumbling the bag horrendously.
Oh my God.
Every single attack, what they have to understand is that you set these rules. Do they not get it? You set these rules. For every single person that goes out and attacks Candace Owens, for every single person that calls her to the C word, for every single person that it comes off as her being right.
Right. And that's the thing where it's like, especially on the right, especially in far right media, is that it's one of those things, especially when things are driven, and that's what I tell my wife all the time, especially when things are driven off hate, you gotta find something to hate. So like even if all of the immigrants were deported, all the illegal immigrants were deported, you stopped all legal immigrants, hell, you even had black people that just started kind of doing their own thing and kind of, taking care of their own community and whatnot, there would still be an issue. Because when hate is your fuel, you have to find something to hate. And then what happens is you start splintering. Hey, you're not hating enough. You're too crazy. You're all these different things, right? And people just start hating on themselves. And that's really what we're seeing here. And I think like that fissure, that crack that was there. I mean, Candace just came in and just kind of smash, hit the weak spot.
Do you want to know why? Because that's the rule you set. You set that rule with Trump. Did you not? When it came to any criticism levied against Trump, what did they say? Oh, this is TDS. This is Trump derangement syndrome. When it came to January 6th, oh, you guys are attacking him because he's right. When it came to him getting yeeted off of Twitter, oh, they're attacking him because he's right. Okay, they're silencing him because of what he said is the truth. That's what they're doing. This is how they framed everything that he's done. Do you understand that he can?
Right. Our guy is right. Everything our person does, our side does is right. And anything going against that, completely wrong.
Do no wrong. That for every person that's attacking him, that in and of itself is proof that he's telling the truth. That is in and of itself a proof that he's on the right track. If he's triggering the libs, that it's in and of itself that he's doing the right thing. This is the standard y'all set. So now you think by having all your goons attack Candace Owens?
You know who's really close to President Trump, and you know who people are now saying stood to gain? Well, Charlie's wife, Erica Kirk, who has now been put, Candace with that language, with this accusation, has put the wife of Charlie Kirk, and she'll say, that's not what I tried to do. It is. It's the result.
And now the second most damaging thing we're looking at is Candace Owens burning down everything he built, and now having the gall to go after his grieving widow and his children.
And also my thing is right here, right? Like, I understand people saying that, her trying to take down TPUSA and everything. How can she do that when it's something her best friend built and whatnot? My thing is this right here. If she believes that the organization was basically taken over by an outside force and the people within the organization took out her best friend, why wouldn't she try to take it down? What legacy? So what? He's gone. It doesn't matter and everything. I know my best friend. I know if something happened to my best friend, and I felt like the call was coming from in the house. Oh no, I'm burning the house down. Like what are we talking about here? Like, because they are just out there just trying to say, they're basically saying, oh, nothing to see here. When no. There's been too much stuff that we've seen that Candace has confirmed and whatnot. that it just smells. It just stinks.
Indirectly threatening their livelihoods, what Charlie built.
Millions of followers, did a breakdown of just the planes and the data that she was given that she believes she checked out. And I'll give it to her. I don't know how to check this out, but they've had experts check it out. And what she said was 66% inaccurate.
That's going to make her look bad? No, dingus. That makes y'all look like you're attacking her. That falls right into her narrative that, hey, this is bigger than what I assumed it to be. That, hey, this has to have Israel involved. This has a French involved. This has the U.S. involved. This has CPOSA involved. That's what it falls into because there's no reason for all these simpletons to be attacking her. Now, I know the reason. It's because it's conservative ink. That's how that works. Everyone, as long as everyone's getting paid, okay, whether Tim Pool gets paid, Crowder gets paid, I can't believe he's still around. As long as all these goofies get paid, mum's a word, right? They weren't even thinking about Charlie Kirk. How they were planning to use Charlie Kirk was to use it as a shield going forward, was to use it as a stepping stone, as a step for them to garner more fundraising, for them to garner more money, for them to garner more votes. That's how they were planning to use his demise. Erica Kirk gets in there. She's going to play ball, all right? We have no issues with her trying to give us pushback. Everything was going on track. What they did not account for was the jujitsu trained Sith Lord that went rogue. Upon her going rogue, now everybody's money is in disarray. Now everybody's money is like, you see Tim Pool. Listen, they try bringing out Tim Pool, and it comes off just horrendously bad, bruh. It comes off as effeminate. You have Tim Pool losing his mind like a woman, right? Just very effeminate. Oh, she's a C word. You know, she doesn't give a damn about security. We have to do this and everything.
Yeah.
As you power, scared that she'll put you on her thumbnail and claim you benefited from Charlie Kirk's assassination,
scared.
which he's doing to me
scared.
now.
Yeah, that was the...
I'm done with these people.
She has security, just not on the level of you.
Oh, yeah, the one fat guy you mentioned with no wall and no barrier in a suburban neighborhood with neighbors. Shouldn't give two
And again, I thought that this was crazy when I first saw it because my wife showed me this, right? So my wife showed me this, and then I was just like, why would he say that? He's saying it as if he's telling everyone, you know, he's signaling to everyone like, hey, you should go out there and like do something. If you're mad at what Candace is doing, you should go out there and do something because she only has a 4-foot 4-foot wall and like one fat guy as a security guard and everything. I thought that was crazy. Like, and I feel like from what I remember, I feel like Candace called it out too. Nah, that's crazy. Tim Pool, wild shit.
No one's out for her. She's lying about all of this.
It's like, bro, no man acts like this. No man acts like this at all. So eventually, Candace Owens calls him out. She's like, yo, you're estrogen. You have a whole bunch of estrogen. You acting like a little bee. And the funny part is, she's right. That's the crazy part. Now, mind you, anything that Tim Pool says against Candace Owens is going to be dismissed. He's bald, he's fat, he's unattractive.
Whoa. Okay, so that is Tim Pool. Jesus Christ. That can't be Tim Pool. That can't be. That's crazy. Wow. Nah, that's wild, dog. That can't be. Nah.
It just is what it is. The message may be good. The messenger is.
Nah, dog. That's crazy.
He's unattractive. It just is what it is. The message may be good. The messenger is not it. This is not the person who get the message out, especially if it's a message of masculinity. Oh, we're the right, and this is how the right does it. And everything. This is not the person you get the message out for. Okay, no muscle, horrible, crooked teeth. Okay, you got teeth doing Allen Iverson crossovers. He is just not the messenger. Damn. It just is what it is. You can like what he says. I don't. I think he's a clown. But that's not the person. So to have this mongrel, this avatar that looks like he's part Down syndrome, to attack Candace Owens, who is cool, calm, and collective, you automatically look like a fool.
Yeah,
you automatically look like a clown. You lose. Good day, sir. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, because the fact that, he's just so upset. I mean, for one, I was just like, he just seems crazy. But then also, like, it's really hard to attack Candace because Candace be incredibly calm. She be incredibly calm even when she's getting cursed out and whatnot. So it's really hard to beat someone like that in a debate, and especially given that you guys have built this apparatus of, oh, if anyone's attacking us, they're only attacking us because we're right. Well, I mean, if she's calm about it, even if she's even let's assume she was 100% lying, the fact that how calm she is and how crazy y'all have been when attacking her, it only makes people believe that she's right. So I mean, I right on.
So he's calling lambasting her, saying, I should have said this, talking about now he has text messages, right?
Fact. I have seen the text. Candace was saying she hated Charlie Kirk 2 months before he was murdered.
And if that's the case, then show us the text message. Candace Owens shows her text messages when it came to him talking about, hey, Jewish people fit into all the stereotypes. Show us your text messages. By all means, get them out. Let's see them. But this is what I'm talking about when it comes to crying wolf. You can only say you have all these text messages if you in fact have them. You have to have some proof, because what many people suspect is that you're just being a troll. And what that does is that it makes you look like a little girl. It makes you look very effeminate. It makes you look as if you're jealous that she's getting all the attention, because you're constantly talking about, oh, I may have to sell this because I don't have the money for security. Oh, the views are down and everything. It's like, bro, all you're doing is crying. Wham, 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 woe is me, woe is me. Look at Candace, I can do what she can do, but I'm not. Wait. It's like, bro, step aside. You're a goofball. Get out of here. So now that Tim Pool, Crowder, Liz Wheeler, Jack Posobiec, TPUSA, now that they've all failed, where are they trying to go? They're trying to go the desperate Hail Mary route, which is Nick Fuentes. Now, Nick Fuentes is an overt homosexual. Damn. That's just facts, okay? I don't know a lot of heterosexual men who have trans adult content on their phone. It just is what it is. Damn! You have Alex Jones teaming up with Nick Fuentes to talk and lambast Candace Owens. This is as pathetic as it gets. You have Nick Fuentes talking about, oh my goodness, I may sue you, Fuentes. Okay, that's proprietary.
Right.
Okay, but no, jokes aside, you have Fuentes talking about, where's George Farmer? He's got to get his woman in line. Calling, Tim Pool, an F slur, that is unacceptable. And it's like, bro, what?
It's one thing if a man calls Tim Pool I don't want to hear women calling men That's disgusting. And honestly, George Farmer needs to put his wife.
This dude is the absolute worst. And it's like he is leading a generation of men to hell. And I'm sure because he's just that there's no other way, because how he acts and just his mindset is crazy.
In her place. Could you imagine your wife has a show in the first place, then your wife is emasculating other men? Tim Pool, by the way, say what you want about him. This guy has been shot at. And I hate to say it because me and Tim Pool have not had a good relationship and we disagree on a lot of things. But Tim Pool actually faces the music. He's out there. He was out there facing Antifa 10 years ago.
Why are you clutching pearls? You mean the neo-Nazi, the white nationalist who's calling black people, animals and stuff like this? Now he's clutching pearls over little Candace Owens calling out, Tim Pool for being a homosexual or being effeminate, right? Is this where we are? Bro, it's crumbling. It's all crumbling. They got nothing on her. Now, I'll give you a little gold nugget for those that watch. All right, how do you put out a fire? Okay, because this is what we're dealing with. How do you put out a fire? Well, there's one method of lighting the fire. What happens is the fire eventually burns out. That's one method that they could use, but I don't see that happening.
Right.
Because Candace Owens understands that there's eyeballs all on her. That everything she does, especially moving forward, dots I's, cross T's. Yeah. Because any little flaw, they're going to try and amplify and make a mountain out of a molehill. The problem is they don't even know how to do that correctly. Okay, because how they do that is that makes them just look petty. She mispronounces a word. They try to make it, oh my God, that just makes you look petty and dumb. Or as they say, what do they say? You just look, dumb and gay. I forgot what they say. but that's how you come off as.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Aside from her fumbling, there comes a point in time where it's a war of attrition, where maybe she has no more information. Based off of the recent live stream she's done, she's bringing out more information. She's showing pictures that no one has brought to the table. No one has brought to the table. I think it was a picture of inside the car where Charlie Kirk was. What does that lead to? That leads to more conspiracy theories. Oh, I think there's some black crumbs on the car. Hey, why is there so little blood in the back seat? Hey, where is that?
Yeah, and listen, if y'all have not, I know some of y'all, probably people who's watching this was probably watch Candace. And you think, nah, she's doing an amazing investigation on this. And again, who knows if this stuff is made up or how much this stuff is made up? But I mean, doing some research after that, and I know how to do research. Hey man, it seems pretty legit and everything. And I mean, also, a lot of people can debunk it. I really haven't seen too many people take a proper that isn't involved in somehow, meaning they're not like they're in like the red pill space or the conservative media space. I haven't seen anyone like really take a concrete, hey, we're gonna take a scalpel, we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna we're gonna debunk this. So with that being said, I mean, I'm more prone to believe it.
Hey, the reflections don't match up. Y'all are outplayed. I hate to admit this. Y'all are outplayed. She is running circles around you goofies, okay? And what I said about Erica Kirk, and you never give all the information, you don't put it all on the table because that's your leverage. That's exactly what she's doing. She's saying, I have more information, but I have to make sure, I don't want to mess up the investigation with the FBI. But this is more information. I'm sorry that I had to hold this, tight to the chest. Bro,
I am hesitant, by the way, to put up the rest of the photos, kind of still going through that. I want to be slow on that because obviously I don't want the federal officers, the good guys that are in there who have assisted in this, to be rumbled, right? I don't want people...
You guys are goofballs. And it's insane that one black girl, one black woman is completely exposing the idiocy, the low IQ of the entire conservative right, bruh. That is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, all right? That's where we're at right now. And, that's one route they can do, but it seems that that's not going to happen as far as, the flame just burns out. The other route is what? What do they also do? They do strategic fires to counter that fire. What do they also do? They'll have a helicopter that drops out, a fire retardant. Now, I'm speaking in metaphors because, listen, if y'all want me to handle this, like I said, TPOSA, yesterday's price is not today's price. And the more you fumble, the more I'm going to charge, okay? But I speak in metaphors because I very much firmly believe, as they said in The Dark Knight,
if you're good at something, never do it for free.
So how you go about this is completely opposite as to how they're actually going about this. Calling her names isn't going to work. It makes you look like a woman because you notice all the people who are attacking her are mainly men. Yep. What? All the people are talking. Crowder, Tim Pool, Fuentes, Alex Jones, Brian Graham. Mainly, it's all men. So now you have all these men, white men, attacking this black woman, calling her a C word, saying that she's evil, saying that she's wicked. You had Piers Morgan, who failed, absolutely horrendously failed, trying to get gotchas on Candace Owens. All of them are being slayed, bruh. All of them are being slayed. And they don't know what to do. They don't know how to stop the bleeding. And mind you, let me just be clear. Even if Tyler Robinson gets convicted, do you think that's going to stop the conspiracy? Is that what you think?
No.
There will always be questions that are unanswered.
Yeah. The Charlie Kirk situation is our generation's JFK. That's it. So the Charlie Kirk assassination is our generation's JFK assassination. There will always be something, especially if Tyler Robinson passes away in jail. Under mysterious circumstances that we find mysterious. Oh no! That right there is going to cement that the government has something to do with it, or governments had something to do with it. There's something bigger here. Erica was involved. Blah blah blah. All that jazz. If something happened to Tyler, especially given that the case, I mean. I have some lawyer friends that I've spoke to, and we've been kind of chatting about this, and it's like, nah. That case should be pretty easy to throw out, given all the situations and the evidence, and they could totally use something. They could totally use Candace's investigation to make the jury doubt the accusations. So I don't know, man.
And if people are led to believe that he's a patsy, guess what? Him being convicted is only going to bring about even more questions. That's what y'all don't understand. That's why it's so crucial that you end this now. Because once the conviction happens, or God forbid there is no conviction, bruh, this is always going to be hanging over your head for as long as TPUSA is alive, as long as Erica Kirk is alive, and there's going to be no way of avoiding it. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you got.
Yeah, no, great video. Listen, if you have not seen the amazing Lucas, definitely go check out his channel. I mean, he makes some pretty good content and everything. I think he was an ex-Red Pillar, and everything, and I think he did work for. I know he worked for TPUSA at one point. And then he woke up and then kind of saw the light, and he been on these fools' necks for the last few years. But anyway, listen, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you like this video, you like my commentary, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, and also leave a comment. I would love to engage with you guys. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.